Happy hump day, everyone. That's right, it's Wednesday and I've got juicy news for you. We're going to talk about stellar strategy for success, massive rails, but are rails enough to make the price move? We're also going to talk about data that's breaking as we speak, and it all has to do with expectations of the Fed. And because of that data, a new market leader is emerging. All this coming up next from a well-caffeinated Klaus. And this is my adorable grandson. More of his cute butt later. And real quick, before we get into news, I wanted to give a big shout out to my son who has been busting his butt helping me out lately with a whole bunch of things. I know he doesn't watch the channel, but in the odd chance that you are, Bob, I wanted to say thank you for helping out Dad so much as of late. XLM sitting at 10.7 under the 11-cent mark. But we're starting to move our way back on up 1% last 24 hours. Got ETH above 19 making moves. ETH moves over to 2,000. That's a big relief for the market. That'll help prop things up. Bitcoin, 28,592. Bitcoin rolls to that 29 again. More propping up for the market. By the way, Bitcoin miners, woo, some juicy reports are coming out. Bitcoin miners are starting to fire back up. And I know, it's not about the alts. I get it. But remember, Bitcoin green helps the rest of the market. The other thing, too, is that also means that the economy, the crypto economy is getting stronger. Yes, everyone, crypto winter over. Spring is here, thawing, flowers blooming. You get the gist of it. Let's get into the juice. All right, so what do we got trending? Realist XRP indictment day. A lot of Trumpito news there trending on the Twitter sphere. But here's the data that's breaking. CME Group, and I'm going to have this linked in the description below along with everything else you see in this video. But here's the data. What is the likelihood that the Fed will change the target rate at the upcoming meetings? Okay, let's find out. So the current target rate is 475 to 500, and yes, we're going to get into XLM juicy action, but we got to tell the story first. What's happening? 65.8% of people CME action are saying, they're going to keep rates the same. Whoa, yeah, keep rates the same. Hold up. With 34%, or a third essentially, saying they're going to raise rates. Here's the pivot in data, and this is why you got to add this tool to your watch list. You don't have to necessarily watch it every day, but maybe every couple days to see where the pivots happen. Look at this. Just several days ago, the market was pretty much split 50-50. Raise it, not raise it. Raise it, not raise it. And by the way, the raise is at a quarter. 0% expectation and a raise of 50. So we can get that out of the way. That's why the markets are starting to feel more relief. We're starting to see that the Fed doesn't have to just destroy us every time. The pivot, though, is look at the movement. About half the people were saying, hey, you know what? Rate hike, 45%. 4 days ago. Now a third of people. So you had a whole bunch of people shift here and say, whoa. Fed's going to take a pause. Fed takes a pause. That allows the crypto markets to breathe. That allows the setup here with XLM, XRP, and our favorites to continue climbing from the bad price action that we saw from the November FTX crash on. This is big. Watch this data tool right here. And they've been really, really close with accuracy. And you can actually see the trend over time. In fact, 1 month ago, we weren't at that expectation. In fact, 1 month ago, there was the expectation that, hey, maybe we're going to be at 550, 575. See how much things have changed? So now where is money moving? Well, when news broke, when data pivots, boom, look at gold. Gold popped. There's the volume right there. Market open, gold shut up. Gold derivatives now are roaring. Precious metals are roaring. Why are they roaring? Because now we're looking at the data, and the data is telling us that the Fed is going to take a pause. When the Fed pauses, that messes up inflation even more. That's what we're dealing with now, right? The Fed didn't act, screwed it up, inflation. So now the Fed takes a pause. That allows precious metals markets to rally, because precious metals are sitting here going, yo, we're a safe haven asset. You keep screwing up the market, people are going to run to us no matter what. It also allows cryptos to start popping. Cryptos are popping because they know they can make it without the United States. They've proved it here recently with the price action of XRP. This is big. Crypto is growing some legs, man. As a whole, the crypto market's starting to mature. The signs are different. You got to know where to look for them. I'm showing you all these right now, but it's happening. Lower interest rates during a pause allows the crypto markets to boom as well. So you're seeing green on the heat map. But look out for precious metals to steal a lot of capital and a lot of volume here. Precious metals have been held back, and this has been for years. And when the Rona happened, the pandemic action happened, precious metals popped and were brought back down. Be very, very cautious here. But let's get into XLM action. You guys want it. Stellar, coin me. Stellar was built to accommodate various types of digital assets. Consequently, the Stellar network has become a hub for USDC activity with the potential to dispatch USDC for merely a fraction of a cent. Hot, sexy. Hump Day Wednesday, get the theme. Banks are a threat. They're threatened by this. Moving money easy. Moving money without the necessarily use of banks, especially across borders. Crypto's a threat to banks. USDC. XRP, ODL. Now wait, Stellar's game plan, right? They've seen that, yes, they're a hub for USDC. You're welcome to read this. Experience the benefits of USDC on Stellar through CoinMe. Lots of ramps and rails. You have access cash to crypto, crypto to cash. Stellar has more rails than anyone else out there, bar none. All has to do with their integration of MoneyGram, doesn't it, everyone? Ooh, and how many people wanted to get on that MoneyGram train and just couldn't? Stellar stole the show. So Stellar basing their success on USDC. Now here's something we have to look at, okay? And we're going to get into XLM price action specifically here soon, but I want to show you something. The problem, though, is USDC, its reserves are 1-to-1 based to the US dollar, and its reserves were held in US banks. The problem is US banks are soft. So you're seeing here over the last month an erosion of market cap in USDC. Heavy erosion, by the way. We're looking at here almost $10 billion. That's a lot. That is a lot in a month. Now, mind you, that was all made whole, so we're good. But this is still the lack of faith in US banks now is spilling over into USDC. How many people want to have that, right? How wanted to transfer to USDC. Now, conversely, USDT has blown up. So Stellar's success, they're saying, hey, look, we're a hub for USDC activity. And we've seen that. You look on the on-chain data. USDC has lots of juice on the data, on the chain. So now here's the thing, though. And this is going to talk about Stellar's success, and then we're going to get into Stellar chart action. You go to the 3-month, though, for USDC, and you can see even more erosion. Go to the 1 year and see even further erosion. Remember that time when USDC and USDT were battling and fighting for top spot? It got super, super close. Now, not even close. From a high of 55 billion now to 32, that is a $23 billion peel off in market cap for USDC. Now, not tied directly into price, but we do have to look at the softness here. We do have to consider the idea that because USDC is tied very heavily to US financial institutions, that softness has a peripheral effect. And as you see, it does, right? It's on market cap. That's the success of Stellar. Now, beneficiary of that success is XLM. XLM, yes, above 10 cents. And that's the big story that we all have to think about. Above 10 cent mark. Huge mark here. Now, granted, do we all want it above 11? Yes, right? We do, of course. But it couldn't hold above 11. Now we're still holding well above. Candlestick here, recent floor support. We could see it. Real close at 10.5, 10.47. That's really good. That's a good sign. You've got data from the CME that I showed you earlier that said, hey, Fed pause. So when we do CPI data and we hang out live, we're going to do it April 12th. That happens at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hang out with us. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, because you know I won't. But when we break that CPI data, that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the CPI data, and if the CPI data is juicy, we're going to then watch this Fed tool, and we're going to see if the Fed tool pivots even more, and if XLM and our favorites rally on that news. See, this is all about the setup and the flow of money. My only thing is, though, the flow of money might be dampened just a little bit, because I do believe that precious metals are going to steal some of the fuel. I think you're going to see a lot of global money start swinging more into precious metals as central banks pause, especially if Jerome Powell and the Fed pause. You're going to see way more action going in there. But back to XLM, that's the setup. Now, XLM, the good thing that I like seeing here is that we haven't really thought of hitting 10 since we broke through it. I mean, come on, sitting at 10.5, that's a great floor support right there. So I'm very happy with the lower volume, but still maintaining that floor support. Now, will XLM have enough fuel to pop through juicy CPI data? Well, it's going to depend. It's going to depend on this action right here. Now, what you got to look at in red. You see it here up on the left. It's trading volume. A lot less trading volume. Watch trading volume spike around CPI data time. Watch what happens. It's going to go nuts. Now, specifically for XLM, if you want XLM to be a winner, we got to start looking domestic. Coinbase. When XLM was popping, all right, getting back to the charts. You guys like this kind of stuff. I've been reading the comments. When XLM was popping all up in here, volume on Coinbase for XLM was like in the top 5. It was crazy. I hadn't seen it on Coinbase like that in a long time. Now let's see where XLM is volumized. Because remember, it all has to do with volume. It has to do with trending. It has to do with the flow of money. Not as many people out there are buyers and hodlers. What you're seeing now moving in the market is traders. People following swings and flows. Yes, a lot of us watching this video, myself included, are buyers and hodlers of our favorite cryptos. Now, I do trade, don't get me wrong. I don't trade XLM, XRP, any of that stuff. But what I'm saying here is that you're seeing a lot of people, the action right now is swinging in and out. Just like the gold pop. Look at the volume of the gold pop. Coinbase, where's XLM? All right, let's scroll down. Keep going here, keep going here. There you go, 19th right now for volume. With only 6 million, only 0.5% of volume on Coinbase was stellar. So my point is here is we have to follow the flow of money and we have to follow the data, okay? Precious metals, I'm keeping my eye on volume. I'm keeping my eye out on the volume on the exchanges out there if any of them are going to be starting to pump XLM. Big thing though is going to be CPI data coming out on the 12th. Juicy CPI data sets us up to just rocket and soar even further. Now, if you want to know what I do outside of crypto, including my life with this cool guy right here, check out this channel up here. You want crypto Web3 action? Thatcher, point it out to him. Where is it, buddy? Thatcher says it's up there. Now, until more news breaks, I'm going to hang out with my grandson. You cool cats have a great rest of your day. Hey, buddy.